ahead. Congressman?
Thank you for the standing ovation. We're here today to fight the madness of King Rick. In a state with 4 million people who cannot see a doctor when they're sick, he wants to cut health care. In a state that has the lowest expenditure per student in the entire country, except for Mississippi, and thank God for Mississippi, it makes us 49th. He wants to cut education. And in a state with 1 out of every 8 people unemployed, and 1 out of every 10 so discouraged they're not even looking for work, or they can't find full-time work, he wants to cut jobs for teachers, for firefighters, for police officers. This is madness. I went to a place 4 years ago where there were no police officers, there were no firefighters, there were no public schools, there was no water, there was no sewer service. Rick Scott would call that paradise on earth. Everyone else calls it Somalia. And that's what he wants Florida to become, West Somalia. Now it's my pleasure and my honor to nominate Governor Rick Scott for his next position, the mayor of Mogadishu.
Second!
Because we don't want him anymore. 2 months in office, we've already seen what he's like. Rick Scott wants a tax cut for the rich because Rick Scott wants a tax cut for Rick Scott. Rick Scott wants to eliminate taxes for corporations in Florida when they've got all the money because Rick Scott is a corporation. And he thinks that the rest of us can go to hell.
He can go to hell.
Well, I'll tell you this. We need schools. I've got 5 children in public school in Orlando. I don't want them home all day. We need hospitals, we need roads, we need bridges. We need the things that government provides us. And when you put someone like Rick Scott in charge of the government, it's like putting a member of Al-Qaeda as the pilot of an airplane. He doesn't want to land the airplane, he wants to crash it.
Recall Scott!
We need leaders who care. We need leaders who care about us. We need leaders who care about human needs. That's what we need. And there is a lesson that Rick Scott is going to learn before he's able to cut teacher salaries, before he's able to cut firefighter salaries, before he's able to cut the salaries of the people who protect us all day long and keep us safe. He's going to learn a lesson that the progressives taught this country 100 years ago, that Franklin Delano Roosevelt and the New Deal taught this country 70 years ago, that John F. Kennedy and Robert Kennedy and the New Frontier taught us a generation ago. And that lesson is this: the people united will never be defeated. 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 Thank you very much.